the politics here in the country. Is President William Ruto looking at the vast Western Kenya region and the Nyanza region as he prepares himself for re-election in 2027 or not? Remember yesterday, Abdul Somad Sharif Nasser of the ODM party in a Thanksgiving service of Governor Gladys Wanga of Homa Bay County said they'll be fielding a presidential candidate in 2027. Now, the question is, if indeed that happens, where does that leave President William Ruto? And the other question is, if at all, ODM will support President William Ruto in 2027? Or is the support of ODM in 2027 hinged on the outcome of the AUC elections in February of next year? Because according to Junet Mohammed yesterday, we're castigating those who are angling to take over from Raila Odinga as the party's supremo. Looks like Odinga is still the man in charge of the party. And Kisumu Governor Peter Anyang' Nyong'o is just there on interim basis. Well, that again, many say, is, a move that they did take as they wait for the outcome of the AUC elections. If at all Odinga will win that particular seat, then the party will be is likely to be handed over to Peter Anyang' Nyong'o, and if not, if of course Raila does not clinch that particular seat, he will remain the party leader. We'll be looking at the intrigues in that particular context, even as Kenya continues with its intensified lobbying for Odinga to succeed Musa Faki Mahamat as the next chairperson of the African Union Commission. But on that particular note, we just take a brief breather. Then we'll be, of course, coming back to a look at what is making headlines in the local dailies this particular morning, even as President William Ruto says inflation is coming down from around 9.2% in 2022 to 2.7%. But the question is, are Kenyans feeling that? President William Ruto yesterday attributed the coming down of the rate of inflation to various measures that his government has put in place. And he said, in fact, in the next year through to 2027, we are likely to see more change in terms of the economy taking a turnaround for the better. He says the prices of common commodities are coming down. Mentioned the prices of runga, the prices of fertilizer, the Kenyan shilling sort of stabilizing against the dollar, many other things. But are you, as the normal Kenyan out there, feeling that particular positive impact? And one other thing that is worth mentioning, again, is that despite the outcries of many Kenyans out there, especially those who are battling chronic illnesses, in regards to the rollout and the implementation of the Social Health Insurance Fund, President William Ruto remains adamant that SHIF is working. And in fact, he said and castigated MPs who are opposing that particular health scheme. Now remember, there are patients who are suffering from chronic illnesses, those who are supposed to undergo dialysis. Most of them are saying they cannot afford to pay for the services because a session of dialysis goes for around 11 to 12,000 because the health scheme is not working yet. Yes, they're saying they're registered, but they're facing challenges. And therefore, they're being forced to pay in cash. But the president says that particular scheme is working. In fact, Health CS Deborah Mulongo, who was accompanying the president yesterday in Kakamega County, said he has visited several hospitals and the scheme is working. And people should not listen to naysayers. Now, this particular morning, I'll be joined by three panelists led by Embakasi North Member of Parliament, Honorable Gakuya, Honorable Geoffrey Ruku of Mbeere North, who was here around a couple of weeks ago. And in fact, he said there are a bit of issues with the Social Health Insurance Fund. And he went ahead to note that when they resume their sessions from recess, one of the things that they'll be looking at is to summon the health CS in regards to the rollout of the Social Health Insurance Fund, because Kenyans are facing challenges in accessing health services. We'll be here to tell us this particular morning whether still that is a priority for him or not. One other thing that he mentioned on that particular day is the issue of the looming purge within the ruling party, as those allied to Rigathi Gachagua, the ousted deputy president, are likely to be thrown out of committees in the National Assembly. And more interesting, one of the people has been silent for a while, and the question has been whether his silence has been strategic or just too loud. Is Kiharu, Member of Parliament Ndindi Nyoro, who chairs the National Assembly's Budget and Appropriations Committee, is one of the people who worries are being targeted in that particular purge, as well as one of my panelists, Honorable Gakuya, who chairs the Trade Committee in the National Assembly. We'll be looking at that and why President William Ruto and the Kenya Kwanza coalition, or the United Democratic Alliance Party, has decided to take that particular route, and to what extent, and what will be the political ramifications of that particular move, especially in the vast Mount Kenya region. We'll be divulging all that later on, but like I said, let's just take a brief breather, and then we'll be back to look at what is making headlines in the local dailies. Don't go away.
Yeah, Mr. DJ.
Lucky. When it comes to playing the best music videos, we've got you covered. K24 TV Mix Master. When it comes to a lineup of all the fresh DJs, we've got that too. Yeah! Check this out. Caribbean.
Controversy starts from the t-shirt reader.
Afrobeat. Our famous and infamous Kenyan jam.
By the way, let me tell you mine.
And all the hits from across the globe.
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us.
This is the Beatbox. Monday to Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. only on K24.
Step into a world of emotions, relationships.
Kumbe mama, ulikuwa unafikiria kuolewa tena? Yaani unijali hata kidogo, wewe ni mbaya.
Dilemmas and complexities of life.
Mwanamke hamhitaji mwanaume ili aweze kuwa na furaha.
Love.
Vedika, kiukweli mimi nakupenda sana wewe.
Betrayal.
Mimi nilikupa kila kitu ambacho wewe ulikuwa unakihitaji. Lakini leo umeamua kunidanganya na kuusaliti uaminifu wangu.
And secrets.
Tafadhali usimwambie Sahil kuhusu hili.
Get ready for an emotional roller coaster ride filled with drama.
Sahil wangu yuko wapi? Nataka uniambie Sahil yuko wapi? Sijafanya chochote kile Sahil jamani.
Passion. And unforgettable moments. Don't miss Aapke Ajanase every Tuesdays to Fridays on your favorite TV station, K24.
Bad breakfast experiences? I get it. Morning Vibe is here to switch it up. An experiential and interactive show to set your vibe just about right. I mean, vibes don't lie. Join me, Remy Majala, every Monday to Thursday from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. right here on K24 TV.
We interrupt this program to bring you some breaking news.
Meet the team of undercover teenage spies working for a fictional version of the secret intelligence agency known as the MI9.
This keeps happening!
They had to strike a balance between school life and their job as secret agents.
First day back at school and we're gonna be late. Shh.
MI High. Every Saturday from 10 a.m. Only on K24. Follow the champions on the home of football. Watch the latest Man City content exclusively. Full match replays, extended highlights, coaches' interviews.
The target is not to win the Premier League, it's just, okay, next game, try to win it, this is what we have to do.
Players' interviews.
In general, the quality has been high and it's been good.
Behind the scenes and more. Every Saturday at 1 p.m. only on K24, the home of football.
Well, thank you very much for staying with us here on New Dawn. And like I said, of course, it is a pleasure to have you this particular morning. It is time we take a look at what is making headlines in the local dailies. And just before we get into that, I want to introduce my panelists. And of course, to my immediate right is Honorable James Likuya. Very good morning to you, Honorable.
Good morning to you too.
It's a pleasure to have you this morning.
Thank you.
Well, to my extreme, on my father's right is Mr. Charles Sowino, the former spokesperson of the police. Very good morning to you, sir.
Morning to you.
It's a pleasure to have you yet again.
Yes, thank you.
Now, I beg we begin with this standard, and I want to begin with you, Honorable Gakuya. And the standard says, broke Kenyans are being forced to steal. Government reports suggest that the surge in crime could be linked to high levels of unemployment in the country, indicating that harsh economic conditions and the pressure to feed families are driving Kenyans to commit serious crimes. They're talking about the good, bad, ugly of Rutonomics. President William Ruto's toughest assignment as he charts his third year in office in fixing the economy. He blames the sluggish growth on political intrigues, but with a new deputy president and broad-based government, what does the future hold? And of course, they have listed a few things. President William Ruto alluded to yesterday. The rate of inflation has come down to 2.7%, up from 9.2 in 2022 September. They say fuel prices are down by 6.7%. That is for diesel and petrol by 4.3%. Now, just looking at the numbers, Honorable Gakuya, they say in the 2023-24 financial year, police processed 104,769 serious crimes, up from 97,000 in the previous year. From where you sit, I don't know whether you can attribute the increased rate of crime here in the country to unemployment.
Thank you, and good morning to viewers, wherever you are watching us from. And coming to the matter appertaining to the broke Kenyans forced to steal, what I would say is that when the country is not doing very well in terms of resources security, then you must also agree that there is a problem down there. Today, you just walk around in this town, a shoe shiner who probably enjoys to at least make like 50 pairs of shoes a day. Today he's telling you he's not even able to make like 10 number. And when you ask yourself the reason why is because people's pocket is dry. And when the people's pocket are dry, it tells you that then there are many commitments that you'll be able to shy from and do those other important things. Those who probably do the shoe shines from the shoe vendors opt to shine their shoes at home instead. And this is how the economy now fails now to circulate to the what we call informal sector. And I can tell you for sure, if you want to understand the situation as it is, just move around. Because once you move around, you realize that people have stocks in their shops, but they are not selling. You ask yourself, why are they not selling? They are selling because the people's pockets are empty. Why are the people's pockets empty? This is driven by bad policies. And this is only what I can say. Because you can't tell me that the economy is not moving because of anything else. I think we need to, if you look at what we call better, the bottom up, that plan itself, today, we had a working hustlers fund. Today, it is dead. More than 10 billion Kenyan shillings is in drain because it's unable to recover such amount of money. It tells that fund is dead. And when such a fund, it is one of the